I'm so excited. I'm so incredibly excited because there's so much of it that I haven't seen because I wasn't a part of it. And so it's just going to be fun to see it all put together. And I just know it's going to be hilarious because, I mean, having the three of them in it is just such a blessing, truly. Such an honor to come into a cast that's already so, they know each other well, they work well together, and they're very welcoming and just kind. And I was very nervous to work on this movie, and so I was just really glad that it was a comfortable space to have fun and to make mistakes and to just make something really, really awesome. There's a lot of surprises, there's a lot of music, there's a lot of callbacks to the original movie, which I think is going to be really fun. But more than anything, I think the movie is really funny. It's really, really funny.
I feel like I'm living in a dream. None of this feels real. I feel like I manifested this and now I'm like in some sort of like dreamscape. This is like the best day of my life. I was a fan for so long. I love Halloween. So even when I got the audition, I thought it was just an honor to audition. So even getting to be a part of something that's so special to so many people is an incredible feeling and very scary, but very exciting. And I hope everybody loves it. I'm most excited for them to see kind of this like new generation taking on something that will be forever timeless. I think people are gonna like it.
Oh my gosh, like literally barely hear you. That's how exciting it is right now. Everyone's going crazy. I think we're all so excited to see this movie. I know I am. So excited for you all to see it. But yeah, this is such a surreal experience. I mean, literally Bette Midler is behind me. Like, what? But yeah, it's awesome. I mean, the Sanderson sisters coming back, their musical numbers. You got two this time. So good. I mean, back and better than ever. Like, literally no time passed. Yeah.
I waited a long time. I think we all did. The three of us did. Me, Kathy, and Sarah Jessica. We waited a long time, and we've always, it's been something that's been bubbling under that we've always wanted to do. And every now and again when we would see each other, we would agitate and wring our hands. But finally, our dream came true. So we're really thrilled. We're just thrilled.
We know about the fans. It's been almost 30 years that it's been cultivating, because when it first came out, it was in the theaters, but when it hit the TVs, those parents showed it to their kids, who then became parents to their kids. So the fervor is very surprising to us, but just to come here and see everyone dressed like your character, it's surreal. It's a lot of fun. The interesting thing is that when I did this character and when I do it now, I don't really try. She's just somewhere in me, which is really scary. And so she's there, so immediately I'm sorry, Winnie. It's not Stanislavski. I didn't go to acting school for this. She just comes and embodies me. It's a lot of fun. We have new musical numbers. I don't know if we can tease them, but one of them is a kind of an Elton John mashup. And of course, when you have Bette Midler starring in a movie, if you don't have singing, it's a sin. Tony Hale is in this film. I did a series with Tony called Veep. Tony in this film, because we got to see a sneak peek, I think it's one of the funniest performances I've ever seen in my whole life. In my life. This is a master. You're going to love it, people.
When you're fortunate enough to do something that people have a connection to and integrate into their lives and feel such affection for, it's very meaningful, because we're actors, because we like to tell a story and be somebody and transport ourselves, but far more importantly, the audience. And it just means that that mission was accomplished, and I think the sort of longevity of this particular film in people's lives and the generational transition, the handing off to the next, it's very touching, and I think we all feel very lucky. What excites me is the idea that we might have done right by them, and the years and years of commitment to this movie, that I will be very excited if they feel satisfied, because they're as much a part of the story as we are. So it excites me to hear the early enthusiasm, and I hope that's just not a rumor going around. Well, you have Bette Midler, so you mustn't waste those talents, you see. And we're just along for the ride. Kathy and I will sing and dance and fly wherever you tell us to go, and we're, I think because the first movie had those kind of touchstones in the movie that it was incumbent upon us to figure out a way to do it again.
I'm so excited, and it's such an honor to be a part of this film, especially a sequel to such an iconic film. I'm so excited. It's so amazing to see how loved this film is and those original characters, just how iconic they are. It's amazing, and it's awesome to see like all these people are here because they love it, and they're also so excited. I'm just really excited for a new generation of Hocus Pocus lovers to see the new film and go back and watch the original film, and I'm just so excited.
It's so amazing. I mean, it's insane. I can't believe I'm here. I mean, it's so exciting. It's so like crazy, and all these people. It's so fun. I love it already. I feel like the movie's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait to watch it.
You see how big the fan population of this movie is. People love this movie, myself included, and I get the benefit and the bonus of getting to be in it. So I'm over the moon here. I get to come out to New York for this premiere. It's really fun. It's so cool to see how like into it the fans are. Like the fans, the costumes, the cosplay is stunning. This movie really does like maintain like the legacy of what the previous movie was. 29 years later, it is truly a sequel. You know, so it's not a reboot. It's not a rehash. It is in the same vein, in the same time load, in the same feel, the same tone. I'm impressed with how they pulled it off, and I really love it.
Well, this is a bigger celebration than we had on the first one, because the first one has gained so much momentum over the years that it's quite a thing now. And it's so lovely to see people turn out in cosplayers as the Sandersons. I've seen a couple of myself, Billy Butcherson, down there too. So it's lovely to celebrate. Revisiting Billy Butcherson is something I've wanted to do since the first movie. And because there were so many layers to him, I wanted to find out more about him, you know. So we get to a little bit in this next movie. It was a dream come true for me. It's astounding. I have never been a part of a movie that had this much anticipation from the audience for years before, too, because rumors of a sequel started a long time ago. And the fact that we actually finally got a call that was like, oh, it's happening. Oh, this is real. I'm really excited about for them to discover the backstory, because the movie opens in the 1600s. So we see, how did the Sandersons become the Sanderson sisters? How did Billy play into that? And what really was Billy's backstory with the evil Winifred? And why does he hate her so much now? And more of that comes out. I'm really happy about that.
All of this is so fun. And it's they had all these friends and fans that were dressed up as the witches. It was fantastic. They look so much better than we do, so I want them over here because they look great. Ann Fletcher directed it. You know, it's tough when you take something that's so beloved and to redo it, but Ann did a fantastic job. So I'm really, really excited for people to see it. There's a little bit of a backstory. You see the backstory of the witches, and that's really fun.
How fun is the movie, right? Like, of course, the celebration is going to be incredible too. Like, I just feel so happy to be a part of such a fun film with so much legacy to it. Like, I grew up watching it, so I had a ton of fun watching it as a kid, and now I get to be a part of it. So I don't know, I feel very blessed. I think there's a lot of heart to it, and there's quite a message, so I think that'll be a fun bit to it for sure.
I'm really excited. There's so many people here. Finally, and by the way, to hear this movie with an audience is so much fun. So I'm looking forward to it. So many amazing people along with this amazing cast are going to be here. And of course, Disney. It's going to be a blast. The love for Hocus Pocus is infectious. You can see with all these gorgeous people dressed as our Sanderson sisters. This is why we're here, right? We made this sequel for the fans, and they showed up in droves. They love these witches, and who can't help but love them? They're amazing. I'm just excited for all audiences and the fans, really, just to be able to be with their beloved characters again, right? Because that's what it's all about. They watch it every year, they dress up every year, and now they get to be with them again, which is just a thrill to be a part of. Well, it is Bette Midler, right? So we want Bette to sing, and we love Sarah and Kathy singing, of course. The three of them together is divine. Pardon the pun. We have a couple numbers. We had to, right? So the first movie had I Put a Spell on You. You can't really compete with that. It's already perfection, and people love it so much. And so we had to do homage to the first one, if you will, and we did.
The thing that was the most delightful, and I know everyone talks about it, but having been there and seen it firsthand, was the minute the women got together for the very first time and in their costumes, in their full hair and makeup, went right into character. It was so much fun. It was so much fun for everybody on set, the whole crew, all the other actors just like came to life. There's such amazing, loyal fans. It's kind of why we do it. And I know it's why the ladies did it. It's definitely why Anne did it. It's why we're all here. So it's really sweet. Anne really brings together this beautiful spirit that balances comedy and a little spooky and a little silly, and she does it so perfectly. And that tone is everything.
It's been 30 years in the making, and to have been able to be a part of this in so many capacities has been like just a thrill, and the movie is fun and audiences love it and fans are going to go crazy, and so it's great. It's like an old-fashioned premiere. It's crazy. The fan base for this movie is so intense and I absolutely love it. It's so rare that you get to be a part of something that's so embedded in the cultural iconography like this. Actually have musical numbers in there. And they deliver. Bet and the girls are they went in there and they killed it. It's just great. The fans are going to be so satisfied because it is hilarious, it's scary, and it's emotional. And what more could you ask for? It's everything that is Hocus Pocus and more. It's wonderful.
I'm so excited. I mean, first and foremost, I'm a fan of Hocus Pocus. I grew up watching it every Halloween. I still watch it every Halloween. So I'm so excited. Seeing all the Sanderson sisters in costume, it's incredible. So this is so fun. When I got the email that Disney was considering doing a sequel and asked if I wanted to meet on it, I was like, could not respond fast enough. Yes, absolutely. And it was so fun to just be like, okay, what's the kind of movie that I would want to see? What do I want to see them do again? Because I love these characters so much. So it's really, really fun to bring them back to life. I'm just so excited for audiences to have some spooky fun. Just so fun. The movie is just really fun and funny and a love letter to Halloween and spooky season. And so yeah, I'm so excited for them to just see that alive again.
I worked on the first one, which was, it seems decades ago, although I remember it like it was just yesterday. I'm great friends and worked with all three ladies. So it was so great to get together again and arrange these songs for them, and it was in the middle of COVID. They each had to come over separately to record to my studio, but we got it all done and I can't wait to see it.